So today I want to get into this book right here. Hopefully, you've already got your copy in. This is going to be riddled with spoilers. I'm going to do a full review of the book Saoirse. So I'm warning you in advance, this will be filled with spoilers. So stay at your own risk. This right here is a very good book. I think personally that this is one of Eric July's, if not, I'd go ahead and say it, probably his best work as far as writing is concerned. And Kanan White's art is very phenomenal. So, a little description about this book: crime and mystery take on all forms in Flores Park, Texas. Its affluence does not preclude it from corruption, both overt and covert. For crimes that require a more deft touch, instead of busting down walls and kicking in doors, a practiced and speedy hand practice and speedy hand and quick wit are called for. Enter Saoirse, private investigator. Her confidence, cunning, and skill are matched only by her deadly beautiful looks. When this femme fatale is tasked, with investigating local crime, Lord Mondo Machin, Saoirse must bring all of her accolades to bear if she is to infiltrate the boss ornate and ostentatious party and leave with her life. Excuse the reading slip-ups. I'm not the best out loud reader, I will admit, but it is what it is. Here we go. Private investigation has changed. Infidelity, background checks with today's tech, there's no clientele in that anymore, which only leaves the more risky jobs where snooping around can be fatal. I can hold my own, but a girl can't be idealistic in this business. That'll get you killed. And you see her loading up her gun. And again, as I said before, the art, in my humble opinion, is fantastic. Kanan White did a very good job with Saoirse. I am definitely looking forward to Kanan White doing some more internals at the Ripperverse. I think this is just fantastically done. So now we enter Lower East Flores Park. And you have this guy, looks like some kind of boss, some dude obviously that she's investigating for. He says, "Well, that's interesting. Anything else? My preliminary search confirms that you're not dealing with Fontano. Why would that be a problem? We can handle that." "No, you couldn't. You and I both know that plus that'd be the end of the contract. I need to engage and deal with this." So he's trying to deal with some issue with some crime boss, obviously, and he's trying to figure out what's going on. An LF certified PI is not a hitman. So she's letting him know, look, I'm not a hitman. I'm just investigating what's going on. Seems like he's looking more for somebody that can fatally deal with this issue, and that's not her place. That's not what she does. What can you do? Get you a motive. Then you can deal with it. Reckless gangsters are the last thing that the Southeast needs. So she's like, yo, once I get you the motive, you deal with it how you please, because I'm not getting involved in that. After your check clears, I need one night. You'll have a full report via email within 48 hours. Man, she's really confident. very confident in her abilities. And like I said, these panels, I don't know if you could see it. I'm trying to get it in the camera. These panels are really fantastic. So she's in this car headed to some event, and she says, so yeah, I get off work and he's waiting for me outside. I admit it's kind of creepy, but it's freaking Mondo matching. Now I'm getting invited to some big party. What am I gonna wear? Which heels do I bring out? How do you think I look? He told me he loved these colors. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Apparently, there was a big business deal, a lot of money tonight's the celebration, and I'm the date. Anyway, hun, thanks for the lift. I'll tip you well. So she ends up at this mansion. Clearly, there's some mansion party going on. She says, leave it to the girls to gossip. A little something for the occasion. And, she shows up and she's, decked out, definitely looking like she fits in the party. And I guess LF certified PI in the Rippaverse is a lethal force certified. So she is certified to use lethal force if necessary in the course of doing her thing. So you see this person show up. It's like the waitress asking her, or not the waitress, the attendant asking her for a coat. He says, would you like me to take your coat, ma'am? No, thank you. It's a little chilly. Every good party needs its ladies. No cover charge. May I ask you a quick question? Your service is immaculate. Do you work with the venue? So she's asking the attendants, trying to get some information, doing her investigator thing. Yep. Most renters are too stubborn to let us handle the event, but they opted to use the venue staff. Well, you're doing a phenomenal job. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your night. So my assumption was she probably thought maybe she'd be able to get some more information out of the staff if they worked for this Mondo Machin. I believe that's how you say his name, or Machin. Madam, I couldn't help myself. Are you here with anyone? I'm alone, just enjoying the... And then he's interrupted. This man isn't bothering you, is he? I'm sorry about that. My name is Pierre, and I'm one of the hosts. I'm one of the hosts here. Let me get you a different drink. Nice to meet you. I'll have whatever you recommend. Is that right? Forgive my straightforwardness. I was on my way to a more exclusive affair upstairs. The best bartender in the city is serving our esteemed guests. Care to join me? Sounds fancy. Sure. So now she's headed to the exclusive party, and rightfully so. Look, this is based in a real world. A woman that looks good goes into a party is probably going to get invited to the more exclusive party by the more exclusive guests, and that's exactly what she's working in this instant. A party within a party. Tonight's a celebration, baby, in more ways than one. Before we sit down and get to know each other, mind if I use the ladies' room? Go through the door and take a left. So, of course, you know what's about to happen. What the... This lady asked a question, and she now goes into this dark room, opens up a computer. She knew exactly what she was looking for. Try to get the panel up there so you can see. Surely it's not going to be this easy. Not even a lock screen? Dang, nothing interesting. She should have known what was up at that point. I suspected there was more to you. This isn't the restroom. So he noticed where she was. And, She's like, they got me. How is she going to get out of this? Okay, you got me. The name is Saoirse, LF certified private investigator. I have a couple of questions. Why are this is matching group? This is a matching group affair. You've got audacity. If nothing else, you're not a cop. And we don't recognize your kind. Come with me. So he's like, yeah, LF certified investigator. Yeah, we don't really care about you. We don't recognize you. You coming this way. The heck? So she moves out the way. He goes to swipe and she moves out the way. She's quick with it. I can see myself out. The drugs are surely part of the celebration. Is it why Machen is expanding his reach? So she's, trying to figure out, is it the drugs? Is that what you're getting into? What's going on? And of course, she sends this dude spiraling to the ground with a swift leg kick. Looks like she broke his ankle or broke his shin. So then she runs outside. He's on the floor, and she goes and sits down with some of the other ladies. Amazing party, huh? What a turnout. I honestly didn't expect it, honey. Are you with Mando? I am, apparently. I'm going to have some new coworkers. Well, I'm Lisa, and this is Becca. So how are you feeling about the expansion? Personally, I wasn't the biggest fan at first. They're just so young. But to be fair, so was I when I got into this game. I've had my reservations. I get it, but at least it's us. It'd be far more dangerous if it were any other crew. And you see this dude, he's cursing. Obviously, she knocked him down, broke his leg. He's mad. So she says, ladies, do excuse me. Looks like there's some commotion. I'll be back. So she knows what it is. So you see her jump over the couch. Dudes come in. They're ready to pounce on her. And, of course, they yell, get her. The recent moves have little to do with Parlay's gang. Machen's playing a long game. Parlay's territory, he's the largest school district in Flores Park. Parlay's territory, has the largest school district in Flores Park. They're not looking for war. These scumbags want recruits. Young, naive boys and girls. So now this woman shows up to get her, and she says, are you my escort? If this party weren't taking place, you'd be shot dead. Make this difficult and you'll die either way. So now they're getting ready to get into a fight. And I love the way Kanan Art drew this fight scene. Let me see if you can see it. The way he draws her, Saoirse blocking this punch like a martial arts block. She, grabs the fist, the action, the way the action moves. Man, Kanan White is definitely a professional at what he does. This won't be difficult at all. So Saoirse, of course, you see her. She blocks a punch. She blocks another punch. She blocks a leg throw. She's trying to knee her. She blocks that. Saoirse's not playing around. She's quick with it. And then she kicks this woman right in the face. Man. She jumps down off this balcony. Falls on, grabs this guy so she can fall on him. Smart. This lady knows what she's doing. And one dude says, you're outnumbered, lady. Cut the crap. And that's why they call it the Great Equalizer. And she pulls out her gun. And that's the end of Saoirse. This right here. You may have an opinion about the Rippaverse. You may think that this wasn't enough, but I can tell you the writing style, of course, my reading is not the greatest out loud, especially with comic books, but the writing style in Saoirse was definitely a great improvement from Isom. And And look, I think it's only going to get better. As a person writes, like, I'm not a writer, but if I was a writer, or if I got into writing, the first thing I write is probably not going to be great. It might be decent, but it's not going to be the greatest. From ISOM 1 to ISOM 2 to Salvage to this, man, Eric July is getting much, much better at this. And I'm here to tell you that Saoirse is worth the read, and I can't wait to see Saoirse in long form.